Ladies and gentlemen, our Group CEO, Matuschka.
Thank you. Let me walk you now through the values I believe are the values we really need to work together on to become a true winning team. Number one, be truthful. I do believe we need to be very transparent with the mistakes we are doing. We need to talk about it, we need to learn about it, we need to get over it, and we need to go on in life. Because then we become a winning team and a learning team. Being transparent, as you may know, the first 10 years of my career, I was in the automotive industry, which is nothing unusual for a German. You have the Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes, Benz, you know, BMW. So I've been with a vendor, 20 billion US dollars, and I've been the COO of the company. And as a COO of such a company, you're responsible for production. So what did I do, which was unusual? You know, a guy with a tie goes to the production, and I talk to the people in the production. And usually you have the production manager, and I ask the production manager, hey, how's production doing? And then usually they answered, good. And when they answered good, I know, Houston, we have a problem. The perfect answer of the guy should have been, listen, Alex, we're supposed to produce 1,000 engines today. We did 990. We are 10 behind, and this is a recovery plan. It is facts and figures. No interpretation, no emotion, no misinterpretation. It's a very simple way how to work together. So we all need to learn to speak more in numbers than in emotions, because that makes communication easier. The next one is collaborative behavior. As when I joined the company, and obviously it's only my impression, I saw the whole time fights between group and country. And only if we work collaboratively together, we drive the benefit to the company. If we fight each other, how can we be a successful company? The next one, execution. I want you really to stand up in the morning before you come to the office and think about, what can I execute today? You know, I worked with hundreds of consultants. I saw millions of PowerPoints, and none of the PowerPoints got executed. But if you, each of you, execute every day something, is it a purchase order? Is it a new plan? Is it something? Then we become agile. Then our time to market get accelerated. And we as a company become really successful again. And really, think about every day, what can you execute? And the last one is customer-centric. I do believe partially we have forgotten who is our customers. And I do believe that we start to sell or want to sell things to our customers don't want. So let's go from there, and I will go later on to this strategy. You know, I need to build it up like a Hollywood movie. But first of all, I need to share what I did in the first 200 days. Number one, operating model. We all installed a new operating model. And in my opinion, you know, commercial people need to be in the countries. You can't run a country without commercial people. Every culture is different. It doesn't matter how big the island is. Every behavior of the people is different. And our competitors behaving different. How do we believe that we really can be agile by running commercial completely remotely? Let's go to new governance structure. From now on, the CXO team, for the ones who don't know who the CXO teams are, this is the people who directly report to me. And I will be every month 1 to 2 weeks here in Jamaica in the headquarters and working with the teams. Besides that, I have for key strategic projects every week on Friday calls. These calls be not Alex is, you know, hammering with a stick on everybody and declaring how shitty the work has been done. No, we all together collaboratively try to ask and to find out what is needed to get the voice quality mainly in the countries up. And sometimes it was simple things, a purchase order, a drive test, a person going there to give appropriate support. But I'm very happy to say that due to this very collaborative behavior, we increased in average by 5% the voice quality. And please keep one thing in mind. If our network is shit, how can we sell proper plans if our service is not good? So well done. I'm very happy to let you know that this company is back to growth. Next one, improved network quality. I mentioned it already. Great work done collaboratively in the countries and in the technology department. And let's talk about IT recovery as well. And let's go back to the values as well, because values is not only for internal, it's also how you treat your vendors and your subscribers. So who is with business solutions here in the room? Somebody from business solutions? Super. Thank you. You start to sell ICT solutions, right? Cloud. Okay, well, to be very honest, now I challenge us. We want to sell ICT solutions, okay, cloud, cybersecurity, office out of the box, and we didn't put anything into the cloud ourselves. How can you sell something you're not doing yourself? One challenge. We now started with IT a good program to A, stabilize the IT system. You may remember the IT outage in Miami. We drive more and more software application into the cloud. And we definitely have now more or less fixed the strategy of digitalizing our software when it comes to building systems, which is absolutely mandatory the way forward. Again, major milestones, was a lot of work, the team did a good job. I want to share with you some industry trends that you understand where we are going from a strategic perspective. Number one, who heard about the slogan, voice to data in our industry? Raise the arm. Very good. So, where is the data growth coming from? Explain me. Anybody an opinion? WhatsApp? But how do you grow data? Now I'm saying something very ridiculous in the very first beginning, but you may understand. The real data growth comes from data to data. Strange, huh? Data to data, strange. Having said this, very simple. A 3G device has been designed, or the data consumption, to support social media and news. The 4G network gives you a video experience. The consequences of that is, 3G to 4G, that a subscriber, in average, is consuming 4 times more data on 4G than on 3G. To give you here even more statistics, US, very typical market, mature 4G market, 72% of the data consumption of all 4G subscribers across all operators is driven by video. So video is the name of the game to really drive data. So it is 3G to 4G where we all have to work heavily to get the data growth in. And now I come to this strategy. You know, this is our device, formerly voice. Thank you very much for screwing up the business by using WhatsApp again. Super. I do the same, by the way. Data, and now we need to transform this device into a multimedia entertainment platform. What do we need to do? Number one, we need to move all our subscribers, 2G and 3G, to 4G. The clear strategy is that by 2020, we have only 4G networks. In some of the countries, we will keep the 2G because there's a lot of governmental safety network or machine-to-machine, but we definitely will reduce the allocated megahertz. And I can guarantee you, as I'm standing here, I will switch off in March 2020 the 3G network. Why? Very simple. If we want to transform this to a multimedia entertainment platform, we need to do the following things. Number one, we need to allocate as much spectrum as possible to 4G. We need to allocate as much capex as possible to 4G to have a world-class network. Let's say you have $100 for capex, and you do $30 2G, $30 3G, and $40 4G, then you're something like half pregnant. You never invest enough in one technology. But if we switch off the other technologies as much as possible, and we allocate the same amount, but all of it to 4G, then we get a world-class experience. If we then at the same time refarm the spectrum to 4G, we give our subscribers a super experience. But this is not good enough, because still the subscriber will say, why should I move? And now I come back to the commercial proposal. What is a gigabyte? Now imagine we have our own content, and we do. Home entertainment, SportMax is our own content. In most of the content, we have the right to sell it also via our mobile devices. So imagine you are so truthful that you give them 1 hour content in video, 1 hour content in music. The consequence of that is that you give in your 4G proposal offering something you don't have in 3G. And who would not like to have 1 hour video? Having said this, we need to go one step further. What we need is we need local content, real local content, and streaming it. How do we migrate 2G and 3G subscribers to 4G only? And remember, I'll be back, I switch off the 3G. What is the content we need to do? What is the right offering we need to give in the plan to be truthful and transparent, not gigabit, 100 minutes TV, 100 minutes music, and who can help us to identify the right content? Please, everybody is your challenge, and everybody needs to help to transform this company from a traditional operator to become a voice data company, to a data content company. By the way, we have other ingredients which help. Trend, advertising. Every content we show, split screen, show a commercial, or we put a Coca-Cola bottle on the bottom right, so we can monetize the advertising as well. So we're really getting into monetizing content. This is where we are today. And this is where we need to be. 2G only if we have safety network or machine-to-machine, which we cannot move, and 3G to switched off, and all the capex and all the spectrum to be refarmed or allocated to 4G technology. We need to focus on people. We need to do the right talent management. That's the reason why I asked Ima to join the executive team. I was this week in last week in TCI, St. Vincent, St. Lucia's, Grenada. In each of the country, you know, the CEO is local. Most of the management teams are local. Well done, great talent, nice to see. However, we need to get a step further. Within my leadership team, so people do reporting directly to me, there is no one from the Caribbean. My target given to Ima is that she helps to identify talent, to develop the talent, to grow the talent within the Caribbean, that hopefully in 2 years' time from now, 1 or 2 people within my leadership team are here locally from the Caribbean. Number 2, network quality. If your key competence is not in good shape, it will not work. Revenue growth, we are back there, but we need to do more. We need to have a super cost discipline. Because as we shift now into content as well, we don't have more money. We just need to allocate our OPEX smartly. And now we need to reinvest a certain portion of it into local content to drive the data growth. And then the last one, we need to look at our company a bit different. We need to start to monetize assets. What is meant by that? That's like a consultant statement, right? Monetize assets. Very simple. You know, we put more than 12,000 kilometers fiber within our footprint. We did it to sell home entertainment. But I ask all of you to do me one favor. Only walk 200-300 meters and follow our fiber. And then you may identify on the left hand or on the right hand side a small to medium enterprise. If you run an enterprise successfully, you need connectivity. Why can't we connect those small to medium enterprises to our fiber to give them a high-speed internet, which is base for running a good business? And if we do so, and if we connected the small to medium enterprises as a sub-consequence, we can go to those companies and we can sell ICT solutions, cloud, office out of the box, cybersecurity. In some of the markets, we started to do that, very successful, but I do believe we are missing here a great opportunity to monetize our assets. GASIP is a three-nation program where we roll out more than 1,000 kilometers fiber. We connect more than 800 governmental buildings, and we connect all schools. Having said this, we are not making big money with that, nor are we losing money. We are bringing infrastructure to the country. But why do we do it? Number one, we help the countries because this is based to grow as a country, but we have then an infrastructure in place, again, to follow the fiber. We can connect all small to medium enterprises. We can connect high-income private households with fast-speed internet. And then we really start to monetize, again, an asset. So a great opportunity. So then I was in front of the team, and I thought that I'm extraordinarily smart. And I told the team, this is such a cool program. This should be replicated across the Caribbean to all the other countries. Okay, thank you. The team was polite to me, was silent, and then somebody raised their hand and said, Alex, we know, we already did it. Boom. So Dominica, the next one, we just closed this contract, and in Dominica, they achieved even more. Besides the governmental building schools and the rollout of fiber, in Dominica, we are connecting all hospitals and all health centers. And again, we can follow the fiber, we bring a lot of growth to the countries, which makes our revenue grow at the same time. On top of that, we need to understand that if we enter the digital world, we need to start to sell digital services as well. Who here is from financial services? Somebody here? No. Okay. But what you know is we did top-ups. You all know diaspora. But we are now getting into the next level, MyCash. It doesn't matter which amount you transfer, you pay between $3.90 and $5.90. What is the difference? If you exceed a certain amount of money, by international law, you need to do a money laundering test, and that costs more money, and then we have to charge more. But there's a real cost behind, and you can explain it to your subscriber. The second thing is, we will transfer the money within the fastest speed the electronic system allows it. So maybe in 2 or 3 hours, the money already arrived. This is truthful. Don't take me wrong, we will also make money with that. But if you give these services to your subscribers, what does it do to you? It gives you an honest, truthful image. If you sell data in 1 hour instead of 10 gigabit, it gives a truthful, transparent behavior to your subscriber. And why should the subscriber churn? And the cost of churn, I assume you all know. So having said this, this is actually, in a nutshell, our strategy and the services we do. And when it comes to financial service, cash, you already see we started in Jamaica. We have the first 1,500 customers. We are fully on track. And I do believe this becomes the next level of financial service success. We finally found a way to do financial services in the right way. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex, and thanks, colleagues, for coming out.